Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video on Balboa. In this video, I have you guys probably the most important Marshall video that you guys can watch. It is going to be the day one starter guide. You guys can see my hours right here. I'll pop it up on the screen. You guys can see I have 151 total playtime. I have, the most hours throughout any tester. And I will be teaching you guys the game. Everything that you need to know, from what builds to do, what academies to do. The exam and all that is inside a different video, so you guys will have to watch that. But yeah, pretty much just what to do when you spawn in and things like that. Starting it off with the exam. Now I'll have some other gameplay showing the exam and how to run and get there. But your first mission will be the exam. As I already said, I'll have another video posted on my channel for the exam. But yeah, the exam is pretty simple. Once you beat that, you do get placed inside an academy, and this is where the real game starts. So the first thing that you guys are obviously going to want to do is level up. So obviously you're going to have to do quests right here, which is going to be janitor work, which is the one I have. There's a lot of other different quests. I'll explain all the starter quests. Now I won't be going into the mid or high tier quests. That is simply because once when you get there, you should have a basic understanding of the game and what to do and all that. But right here is where you train everything. So boulder is for solo defense. Training vest is for other people can train your defense for you. I recommend the boulder, but you can accidentally kill yourself. The tire is for stamina. It's the only thing that trains stamina. Both of these are for strength. This one gives you more, obviously. This boot is for magic, and then this carpet is also for magic. And then this is for agility. Once you guys know all those trainings, it's pretty simple. Now for builds. Builds are very diverse in this end. There's actually a lot of different builds. As you guys can see, I currently have swords, but there's also a wand, and then there's a fist. Now, all those are kind of personal preference, but you cannot change them. So make sure that you know what you're going to want to do. I personally like sword because of the skills, and I just think sword is cool. But yeah, sword, for example, has a far range skill, a combo extender, and a long range combo extender skill as well, which is very good. The basic skills, which is what you're going to need to know for stats. Muscle is a very good one because Tatsumaki Kit, it's a very good combo extender. Magic is insane because it has magic transfer, which pretty much makes it so you do more damage. That's pretty much what it does. You need to put stats into magic and muscles for this one to work fully effectively though. But you did it very early on. Then there's Mana Shield, which is gives you some. It basically absorbs 25 damage. It's alright. It's not the craziest thing. And then Magic Whip is another combo extender. Invoke Life and Invoke Stamina are pretty simple. They just create a circle, and whenever you stand in them, you either get life or stamina. And then the agility ones, I really don't know that much about, but they're really good if you want to be a runner. If you're not trying to be a runner with it, then I know it buffs some magics, like their cast speed and stuff like that. Then you have your magic, which obviously has 3 skills. For example, I have Lightning, which has Thunder Strike, a TP move, and a counter. This is just going to be the most diverse magic and kind of the one that I recommend. But once again, you guys are going to have to test everything out for yourself. Then there's also races. There's clans. There's, markings. You guys can see right here. Currently, I'm 2 marked. But yeah, the first thing that I'm going to explain is going to be clans, because they're the most simple ones. You either get common or you get legendary. There's no in between. The legendaries are 1%. So far, all the legendaries that I know of that are going to be inside the game is Ironcruz, Razor, Zero, and Burn Dead. Now, Burn Dead is only if you like Burn Dead. Is for pay-to-win players. I'll be honest, it's for pay-to-win players because you need Burn Dead and Muscles for it to be good, and Muscles is another legendary magic, so 99% of y'all are not gonna want that. If you get it, then I just keep it because it's a 1%, and then just pray that you get Muscles magic somehow. But yeah, the other clans, Ironcruz is very good. It's the one that I personally use pretty much when you're 50% HP. You get a mode that gives you 25% more magic damage, and because I use magic transfer, it also increases my M1 damage, so you guys can do the math. It's just a very good build. Another good thing that you can get clan wise is going to be Razor, because it cancels magic. I believe it is an AoE magic canceller. If you guys actually watch the anime, it's like an anti-magic type thing, which is very strong, but it doesn't cancel it for that long, and it goes on a crazy cooldown, so that's kind of 50-50. I would say the best one early on is going to be Zero, because it gives you 20 more potential, which is just investment points, which is very, very good. You guys can see I have a total potential of 50, and that is going to be because the mark, which I'll talk about next, actually does give me more potential. The more markings you have, you get more potential pretty much. You start off with a base of 25, so most of you guys that start off with 1 mark will only have 25 potential. If you spawn in with 2 mark, then you will have 50 potential. And then once you end up meeting the requirements for 3 mark, you will get 100 total potential, which will give you 50 more stats than 2 mark and 75 more stats than 1 mark. That is why everyone is saying that this game is a little pay to win. I can't lie. But you can also get markings for free. Now, I don't know the exact requirements, but I do know that it's a little bit similar to Depot and Bell, where you're gonna just have to play the game and eventually your marking will rank up. You can rank up all the way from 1 mark to 3 mark, just playing free to play. If you start off as a 2 mark, I would automatically assume it's gonna make it a little bit easier, and obviously, you know, you'll have more potential when you start off the game, which is a pretty crazy benefit because you guys can see I'm level 2 and have 58 investment points, which is pretty wild. The next thing is going to be races. Now, the only ones that I personally recommend, now, really anything other than human is decent, but there's like 3 that I recommend in theory. Now, the only one that I tested out is Demon, which is going to be the 1% one, which actually makes it so you can heal while in combat. It's not a crazy heal. It's actually like not even that good of a race. It's probably not the one that I'll be spinning for. The 2 that I'll be spinning for is going to be, there's a furry one, I don't know what it's called, but pretty much you get cat ears and, you know, a tail. Not the most ideal, you know, cosmetic for it, but what it does is increase your dodge frames, which is very good for PvE and PvP, so that might be the one that I go. And then there's another one that gives you magic reduction, which is going to be, I think, Dark Elf, which sounds, you know, pretty good because obviously it's a magic based game, so magic damage reduction does sound pretty good, I can't lie. And then yeah, here's going to be all the prices. Now, rerolling your mark, you're kind of stupid if you do this, and all these colors right here, these you can all get for free, so don't do those. Your first name doesn't matter, weapon variant doesn't matter, mark variant doesn't matter. Pretty much all of these are just cosmetic. The only ones that matter is reroll, race, magic, clan, and mark. Now, I will tell you guys, when the game does come out, when you guys are seeing this video, there is magic inside the work that are not currently out in the game. There's about like probably 4 of them, and I think 3 of them are legendaries, and that is going to be Partisan, Times, Darkness, and Space. Those are the ones that I know of at the moment that are being worked on and basically ready for release. They just need to do a little bit more work. Those will be coming out probably like 2-4 days after you guys are done watching this video. So when you guys spawn in, I do not recommend rolling your magic. I only recommend going for clan and race, and if you really want to, you can try to start off with 2 mark because it will give you a really good benefit. But yeah, now you just need to know the keybinds pretty much, you know, the basics to fighting. So you regain your academy's respect. Oh yeah, that is the wiping system. I'll get into that later on. But yeah, the wiping system actually works with Academy Respect, which once again I'll get into a little bit later on. But yeah, the main thing that you need to know about that is that the wiping boss scales with your level. But anyways, talking about the PvP, because you'll need to know about the PvP because the boss is basically like an online player. But yeah, now the M1s in this game, if you are running an M1, they actually do have a little dodge thing, which is very good because, you know, makes it, you know, just cool. If you're sword, this is what your crit looks like, and then obviously you have your M1s. Your magic abilities are Z, X, and C. Some other keybinds that you are going to have to keep in mind is R, that is going to be your evasive. M1 and M2 are obviously going to be your, you know, your normal M1 and then your crit. Dash is going to be Q, like most other games. And then I believe there's skills with 1, 2, 3, and 4, which are just going to be these ones. Once you unlock them, they'll be inside your hotbar. Personally, I don't have any yet because, you know, I'm level 2. But yeah, that is all that you really need to know for combat, though. They have parrying, they have perfect blocking. Other than that, though, they have a tempo system as well. The more aggro you are, you know that, but that doesn't really matter for PvE. Pretty much whenever you play more aggro, a little bar will spawn here. The more aggro you are, the higher it will fill up. Once when it's completely full, you just gain more stamina. I think per M1 you land or something like that. It's very good for PvP, and I'm very glad that they added it. There's also a boss raid mechanic in the game where if you get hit by, I think, more than 3 people, you do get boss raid and will do more damage and things like that. And I think you get iframes while gripping someone, so if you knock someone while like in a guild war, and you have boss raid, you can just grip them. But yeah, now moving on to the wiping system, you guys can see by this, you know, little theme. I'll post my fight against the boss, and then I'll pretty much explain it. This cutscene is pretty cool. The thing that you need to know about wiping is it scales with your level. So if you're low level, it'll be easy. If you're high level, good luck. That's what I got to say to y'all. But here we go. This is going to be a level 2 wipe attempt. Don't know why I healed there. You guys see? Wait, why does he have 2 skills? I thought it was stilled with level. Oh, I'm cooked. He got more than 1 skill. Well, he still seems kinda easy. Way easier than the last time I fought him. I don't know what the hell he's doing. You'd have to see they actually made the NPC pretty decent though. Because he's decent at parrying. Oh, you can M1 delay the NPC. That's crazy. Alright, never mind. He's not that hard. Way easier than... Why did that not block braid? That block braid's normal players, but not him. Now, I don't know how much HP he has, which... Oh, wait. Chat. That was easy as hell. I beat him! No wiping today, chat. But yeah. As I said, it gets harder the stronger you are. But yeah. I just want to show you guys the wiping mechanic. So yeah. But yeah, as you guys saw there, that was my personal fight against the boss for the first time. But yeah, you know, it wasn't hard because I was a low level, but once again, that's still a level. So once when you're high level, it has way more skills and things like that. But yeah, once again, it is still kind of easy. What else is inside the game? Oh yeah, just leveling up. You just do the quest board. Just do the quest board. I'll explain all the early on ones. So first one, janitor work. All these dirty spots, you clean. Then there's something with the library cleanup or something. Pretty much all these dusty books, you just tap and then you'll clean them. And then you have lawnmower or lawn mowing something. Pretty much these lawn blades are us. You'll just tap. And then there's 2 NPCs that you can fight. One is going to be the normal bandits, which you just walk out here and then you find any campfire. That's normally where they spawn at. And then if you go to the grass and you see a little white thing picking out, you guys can see him fighting him right there. That is going to be the turn up, and that is all the easy missions. But that is pretty much everything that you guys should need to know for the day 1 starter guide. Other things that I can give you guys as my personal recommendations is make sure you join a guild. I personally have a guild. I think it has like 150 members. But join any guild you want. Join, you know, the Mashle Academy Discord. I'm assuming everyone here is watching it because, you know, kind of basic information. And you have to be waived to play the game, so I'm assuming you're already in the Discord. But join a guild, it does help a lot. You guys see I'm in Blood Oath. You guys can join my guild, which I think we're like the best guild in the game right now. But you know, there's a lot of other small guilds if you just want to join a small group of friends and things like that. There's EU guilds, Brazilian guilds. There's all types of different guilds. That is going to be my #1 recommendation. That does not include actual in-game actions. It's going to be joining a guild because it will help you farm, progress, and just have friends, have more fun on the game. But that is going to be it for this video. That is going to be the day 1 starter guide. Everything that I recommend as someone with 153 hours, you know, played the game a lot. That is going to be what I would tell you guys to, you know, get your game started, be good at the game. I just realized I did not talk about academies. Academies are very important. Join this one. Join the green one. That's all I need to say. No, like, you don't ask questions in the comments. If you guys made it this far and you're wondering about your academy, don't ask questions. Join St. R's. Call it a day. All you need to do to join is walk to this guy right there. Give him 100 silver coins, which is pretty easy because all that you have to do for 100 silver coins is talk to this guy right here and say, I need money or something. And then boom. No further questions. Join green. You guys will thank me in the future because it is so much closer to every single... I'll just tell you guys. Okay. So normally, Walkus is like the worst one, and then Easton's right over here. But pretty much the NPCs spawn like right there, both turnips and bandits. And then mid tier and then the high tier missions are right here, which is super close. And then the high tier is right behind you. While Walkus, you have to walk like, I don't even know how far. It takes like 400 stamina while on a broom to just make it to here, let alone the high tier area, which is way over there. But that's it for this video. If you guys did end up enjoying, you know, you guys can leave your own thoughts on my tips, some other things I missed out. But yeah, that's it for me. If you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.